हेलो एवरीवन, कैसे हैं आप सब लोग? वेलकम टू अनदर कॉन्सेप्ट वीडियो फॉर MME 1. So today I'll teach you something very special about a quadratic function which will help us, find out some details about some kind of functions in economics and very important details. Okay, so today we will be discussing a quadratic function. So what is a quadratic function? So a quadratic function in a variable x is of this particular type: y equals to ax square plus bx plus c, where a, b, c are real numbers. Okay, this is what a quadratic function is, and today I'll be discussing vertex form of it. Now, what do you mean by vertex, a form of it? I will explain it to you through an example. So let me take an example. Suppose y is equal to 2x square plus 4x plus 3. All right. Now, suppose I want to convert it into vertex form. So I have to take uh, 2 common because I want to make the coefficient of x square 1. Okay. So it will be x square plus 2x plus 3 upon 2. All right, then what I will do, I will try to create a perfect square. So what I have to do, I have to look at the coefficient of x. The coefficient of x is 2. Okay, I have to ignore the sign. So the coefficient is 2, take its half. So what is the half of 2? 1. Then square it. Okay, and then subtract the square also, so that the expression is not affected. So this turns into, now this is a square plus b square plus 2ab formula. So this is x plus 1 whole square plus 3 by 2 minus 1. So y is equal to 2 x plus 1 whole square plus 1 by 2. So y is equal to 2 x plus 1 whole square plus 2 into half, that is 1. Now this is something very interesting. Now if you note that this is y is something positive, 2 is a positive number, and then we have a square, and then we have a 1. So you can notice that this particular quantity will always be greater than or equal to 0, and therefore y will be greater than or equal to 1. So this is a very important piece of information which I have attained. So what is the minimum value of y? What is the minimum value of y? Minimum value of y is equal to 1. And where it occurs? It occurs when x is equal to minus 1. Because if you put x equals to minus 1, y will be equal to 0 plus 1. So the point 0 comma minus 1 comma 0 is called the vertex of this graph. And how do we make the vertex? So whenever we have a quadratic function, the graph will either be a u like this or an inverted u. Now, whenever the coefficient of x square, which is a, is positive, I will get a u-shaped graph. And whenever the graph is a is negative, I will get an inverted u-shaped graph. Okay. So now let's try to make a rough figure. So here a is positive because a is 2, so it is positive. So we'll get a u-shaped graph. Okay. So where is the vertex? Vertex is at x equals to minus 1 and y equals to 0. So my graph will be somewhat like this. Okay. So that is the beauty of vertex form of a quadratic function. Similarly, if your a is negative, the graph will be like this. So we can take an example. So the example is y is equal to minus 2x square plus 4x plus 7, something like this. Then let's take minus 2 common. So it is going to be x square minus 2x minus 7 by 2. Then take the coefficient of x, which is minus 2. So take its half irrespective of the sign, which is 1. Square it. So, and then subtract the square. Okay. So y will be equal to minus 2. This is x minus 1 whole square. And this is minus 9 by 2. So y is equal to minus 2 x minus 1 whole square plus 9. So notice that this is a negative and this is a square plus 9. So this quantity is going to be less than or equal to 0, and therefore y will be less than or equal to 9. So what is the maximum value of y? 9. And where it occurs? It occurs when x is equal to 1. When you put x equals to 1, this quantity becomes 0, y becomes 9. So what is the vertex of this particular graph? The vertex is 1, comma 9. Now, the graph will be down opening. It is going to be an inverted shape parabola because this is minus 2. So let us plot. So x equals to 1, y equals to 9, somewhere over here 1, comma 9. So we have a rough graph. So now this is how we convert a quadratic function into vertex form. And now I will give you one application of this particular type of function in economics, and if you understand it, please type in the comment box and let us know. Okay, so let's see. All right, so profit maximization. Now suppose a firm is selling q units of good at a price of rupees 10 per unit, okay, which is same at all levels of output and faces a cost curve, this. So this is my cost function, okay. Find the level of output that maximizes profit and the corresponding level of profit, okay. So basically I want to maximize my profit. So we know that what is profit? Profit is a revenue minus cost, okay. Now what is revenue? Revenue is a number of units, okay, into price per unit at which you're selling the item. All right. So here in this case, revenue, you're selling Q units at a price of 10 per unit. So revenue is going to be 10 into Q. Okay. And this is your cost function. So what is your profit function? Your profit function will be revenue, which is 10Q minus cost function. Okay. This is the cost of Q units. Okay. So this is Q square minus 20Q plus 120. Okay. So this is going to be P, and this is going to be minus q square and plus 30q minus 120. So you can realize that here in this case, my profit function is a quadratic function. Okay, this is a quadratic function. You can see that the variable involved is q, which is the number of quantities sold, and the coefficients are minus 130 and minus 20. So what are the coefficients? A is equal to minus 1, B is equal to 30, C is equal to minus 120. Okay, so what kind of graph are we going to get? We are going to get an inverted graph because this is negative, A is negative, and we are going to have maxima at this particular point. Okay, now I want to know what is the vertex. Okay, so let us convert this into vertex form. So how do we convert into vertex form? Of course, there is a direct formula for it, but let us go by logic. So P is equal to minus Q square plus 30Q minus 120. And this is going to be, let's take negative sign common, Q square minus 30Q plus 120. Then look at the coefficient of Q, which is minus 30, take its half, square it. So 15 square minus 30q, subtract the square also so that there is no confusion. Okay, we don't, change the expression which we have. So P is equal to minus, so it's going to be Q minus 15 whole square and then plus 120 minus 225. So your P is going to be minus q minus 15 square plus 120 minus 225 is minus 105. So P is going to be minus q minus 15 square plus 105. Okay. And now you can see where is the vertex. The vertex occurs at q equals to 15. So when q is equal to 15, we are going to achieve the maximum value, which is going to be 105. So when the quantity produced is 15, the maximum profit is 105. Okay. So we want to find the level of output. The level of output is 15 units. And at this particular level of output, we are maximizing profit, and the corresponding level of profit you have to calculate. So when you have to calculate the profit, you just put, Q equals to 15. So you get the profit as 105. So that is a very wonderful application of a quadratic function. If your profit function takes the shape of a U-shaped curve, so that means it is a quadratic function. So the vertex will tell you the maxima or minima. Okay. And you can judge the maxima and minima by the sign of, x square or q square. If the sign of the coefficient of x square is positive, I'll have a minima. Okay. Because I'll have a U-shaped curve. And if it is negative, I'll have an inverted U-shaped curve. So you can answer accordingly. So this was it from our side today. If you really like the video, please let us know, and please join EduSure for a wonderful experience in cracking your MME1 exam. Thank you.